Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Market Check brought to you by BB. Thank you guys so much for being here. Before we get into it, guys, do us a solid. Please consider hitting that thumbs up button. Let's get it out of the way early. Maybe you are watching this hours after we actually recorded, or maybe you're here live. And again, thank you guys so much for being here. Do us that solid. Hit that thumbs up button. The title of today's episode is the Q4 low set already? That is the million, if not billion, and perhaps even trillion or multi-trillion dollar question that we are going to address today. Q4, of course, ushered in by October, or as we like to call it, Uptober, got off to a bit of a rocky start. October 1st hits, the calendar month rolls over, Q3 is sent away, goodbye, sayonara, never come back. And October 1st hits, and there's tensions rising in the Middle East. And on top of that, we have a backloaded week here in the US of very important jobs data. We have ADP numbers, I believe, today, and then initial claims in US unemployment going through the very tail end of the week. So lots of things to, I guess, kind of dissect, right? People are discouraged. People are saying that, ooh, Uptober is just a meme that crypto bros make up and it's not real and it's not going to happen. They're throwing in the towel after a rough 48 hours. Not even. It's October 2nd. They have literally thrown in the towel already after one or two rough sessions early in the month. So, Tucker, 1 through 10, how over is it?
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to put that on there.
Elliott fades? Is that what you're talking about?
Elliott fades, yeah.
Yeah.
1 to 10, how over is it? I mean,
Yeah. So I'll specify a little bit more. So 10 being it's over, 44K is coming. It was in the stars. 1 being, brother, we're so back. What are you talking about?
0.
Nick.
Okay, 0, guys, because
Whoa. Whoa.
I mean,
All right.
okay, look, let's just look at it, right? Again, I'm sure you guys talked about it on here yesterday. We've talked about it in the Discord. No price action above the weekly open, literally 0. Okay. So I would be scared to be short here. Now I want to mark out some monthly levels real quick. I think this is a good little exercise. Actually, I'm gonna put that there. And I like that one. And I like this one. And this one. And this is your last line in the sand. Okay, now let's drop it down. Okay. This little area kind of between two monthly closes, right? You had one here, you had one right there. I like that. I like that zone. Where did we attempt to bottom? Right there, right there. It's also a good spot for volume, right? We drew the volume profiles on it the other day. You're sitting right at like a point of control and a value area low. So a lot of technical talk, but basically you're at support is what I'm trying to say. You're at pretty solid support. You could draw a few more things, right? Like, there's your range low golden pocket. I think that's really your last line in the sand. That would kind of be a double bottom rather than a higher low, which I think we are trying to carve out right now. That's your range high golden pocket. And then very locally, where is it? Where is it?
By the way, thank you to the Moon
Somewhere in
806.
here.
Appreciate the support.
We get a little super chat.
We got a nice $20 super chat, man.
Wow.
We've been making money from the show. That's different because
That's
like
new.
Market Check was always a big deficit for us. Like I love
Yeah.
doing it, but like it never made us any money. But I'm fine with it, And now we're actually getting super chats like every show. I feel like we probably make like $100 a show now in super chats. So
Yeah.
thank you guys. Seriously.
Not
Obviously,
bad.
we'll do it either way. Like we love doing this. It's fun. I get to be bullish with my boys, but Thank you for the super chats. It's really cool.
Yeah, so and there's your little local golden pocket right here. So you've got monthly levels, you've got some fibs, you've got some volume support right here. There's a strong case to be made that we are attempting to set the low here in the
Wait,
first
that's
couple.
hang on, I'm so sorry, Tucker.
Mm,
Okay. I'm having, like, deja vu. Did somebody there's, like,
mm,
someone he's a key opinion leader, a KOL on
mhm,
Twitter, and
mm,
I think he tweeted that we'd set the October monthly low in the first week, but I can't
mm,
something you're saying is pulling up these vague, kinda grayish memories, but somebody really
mm.
influential in the space tweeted something like that, and I can't
Yeah,
remember
I think,
who said that.
it was some big KOL. Hang on, let
Someone
me
help me here. Who said that online? They're like, it's an army, it's an army. They said
hang on, let me
The
see. I think
October
I've got
monthly
that.
low. Gosh, what is it, man? Someone said that. And now when you're talking about it,
Oh, shoot, there it is.
oh, you found
Wow,
it. Who is
there it
Oh,
is, guys.
you. Oh.
Oh, wow.
We will set
Wow,
this was
man.
tweeted on September 30th by Big Haggard One. He's a very influential key opinion leader in the space. He's
Mhm,
often found stealing other people's charts.
of course.
And he tweeted, "We will set the quarterly low within the first week of October." He stood up alone.
Mhm,
Everyone else is sitting looking at him, a brave and courageous soul standing up, tweeting that, explaining to the army, to Haggard's army, that the quarterly low will be set in the first week of October. Now, Tucker, I have a question for you. Is it or is it not the first week of October? And are we below the opening tick?
yes and yes, Max. Yes and yes.
He did it again.
Mm.
I don't think it's too
Quarterly
early to say
low.
that he did it again.
I think it's even more so, people are like, "Oh, we'll set the monthly low." Here, I said we'll set the quarterly low. I think we're really setting up to set a multi-quarter low, probably like a 3-quarter low, like within this week,
So
pretty
you're
much.
let me just okay, 90-day low. You're saying that the 90-day low actually, Tucker, I think you're wrong. I think it's the 180-day low is being set.
No, no,
'Cause
yeah, yeah.
I don't think Q1 is gonna bring us below that level either.
No, yeah, in the tweet, I said quarterly low, right, which means 90 days, but right now, I'm saying you're probably setting a 3-quarter low this week, right, which, you know, from now until what, June, right? March, April, May. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, from now until June, you're setting a low. So, I we could come, we could sweep, we could mess around, but here's the thing at the end of the day, guys, and this will really drive it home for you. I'm sure everyone has
Triple top.
yeah, triple top first of all, of course, but I want everyone to just go and mark out October. Okay. Mark
I'm a
out
having it.
October. This is the most simple thing you can do. Go mark out October. Go mark out October and October. Okay. I mean, someone please tell me what we're talking about here, guys. Oh, man. I mean, what comes next, right? What comes next? We've talked about this for a long time. Your little local flushes and dips are for shoving. Okay. It's as simple as that. It's really as simple as that. I'm just gonna do some time stuff here. But yeah, couldn't be much more clear. I don't know how to make it any more clear than this chart right here, guys. This one's tough. You could draw it here, I guess.
Jeez.
You know.
I mean, the question is, do you respect history or do you fade history?
Yeah.
Those that
Are you
fade history won't make history. I'll tell you.
No, they
No,
will not.
no.
No.
Also, I'm really excited because someone just dropped off a giant package outside my office door,
Mm.
and it's this Andy painting that a guy made
No.
me. It's a
No
boys club
way.
painting. It's got Pepe, Andy, Wolf, Brett. It's a huge, huge painting, man. I can't wait to just rip the box open, just dismantle it and hang it on the wall. It's gonna be
Wait,
awesome.
it's the whole boys club?
Yeah, it's
Wow.
unreal.
Is it like
It's
the
so cool.
classic, like, 4 next to each other?
Nah, you'll see. You'll
Oh,
see.
man.
I'll
Are you
send you
gonna
a
hang it
picture
up
later.
behind you right there?
It's gonna be behind me, yeah.
Oh my god, Max. That's
Yeah,
gonna
it's
be
really cool.
unreal.
I'll tweet it out later. I'm gonna rip it open. The thing is sweet. I here's the thing, man, is I never learned how to open boxes correctly. Like, I don't get a knife and, like, cut the tape off of it. Like, I rip it apart.
Yeah, of
Like, I've
course,
never made a return in my life because I dismantle the box, you know?
as you
Like, I
should.
open it like a bear that's digging through trash in a dumpster,
Mm,
you know?
as most of them are. Okay, hang on, I found something pretty,
Like most of them are.
yeah, I found something pretty interesting here. Let me just do a little work here.
Let him cook.
Let me cook because it seems even though last cycle was, basically the double top cycle, obviously we had one in 2013 or what was it, 2014 basically. Basically from October, right? From October, which is marked out in black. Actually, they're all in black, but the first line, right? You guys are following to the first top, right? I'll move this so you guys can see it, right? First top there, right? First, you could call it a top there, so decent little correction, whatever. First top in 2021, 180 days. Okay, this one topped Monday, April 1st, May 1st, April 1st, April 1st. Okay, so
Which is
this,
just enough time to front run Sell in May, Go Away, and the Bitcoin Vegas conference, which is gonna be the top signal of all top signals. Imagine Bitcoin's at like 130K and a bunch of like crypto nerds are in Vegas, you know, throwing money at strip clubs, posting it on Twitter, thinking it's cool, showing their watches, pouring expensive bottles of alcohol on the ground. They will do that. They will do that
mhm,
as a guarantee that they will act like absolute idiots in Vegas. That's a top signal.
yes, big
May.
time. Yeah. And this is just for Bitcoin, right? We did this we did this 2 days ago, right? We saw it for Bitcoin. We said, "All right, Bitcoin tops April, March in Q2 or at the end of Q1, whatever." And but I said, "Max, let's do others. Let's do total 3." Those should top right before the Bitcoin conference as Bitcoin distributes around the first top, and then you come back a couple months later, you buy the dip, Valhalla, right? That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it, but
Tucker, do you think it's fair to say that bears have gotten greedy here?
yeah, I mean, I don't know what more they want. Let's take this off log. Basically, they've gotten a 33% correction over 153 days,
And
really
by the way, a 30
214.
to 40% correction in a bull market, structured high time frame uptrend is pretty
Standard,
typical for Bitcoin bull markets.
standard. I mean, last time we were, somewhat blessed. We didn't have a ton of them. I mean, this was one candle, 34% correct, one monthly candle, but
And Bitcoin was under $1,000 at that point, right?
yeah, but like
It's a
30,
type of
30,
asset.
30. This is a little tougher. Well, you could even do something like this, right? 50% over 183 days. Bitcoin was 1/6 the market cap,
And that was
right?
before the Bitcoin halving. I just would like to add some context there, by the
Yeah,
way.
this was before the halving, but for the 2019 bros, right? 183 days, right now we're at 214 technically. They'll say, "Oh, but this was 50%. We only went down 30." All right, well, Bitcoin was 1/5 the market cap that it is right now, even like 1/7. Um, but where last cycle was different because of, you had COVID and then you had just insane money printing, right? You didn't get a ton of pullbacks in this first run up, right? Like this was pretty vertical. right? People were studying verticality. You had a 21 right there, but yeah, this is going higher, guys. I don't know how else to say it. Like, this is going a lot higher soon. From now until March or April is your opportunity, right? And
You
that
know what frustrates me about the Bears, man, is one, they're greedy, stinky, filthy animals, first of all.
mhm.
Foul creatures, man. They're violent. They're just, they're selfish. They're just ugh, I mean, stinky. But my own personal prejudice aside, they we move up to 66 and they go, "All right, I'll bid 62. I'll bid 60 to 62." And then we get there and then they say 44. You know, they're no better than the guys that have a TP set and they go, "Oh, well, we hit my TP, but actually higher." You know? I feel like this is that point in which it's fair to say Bears have gotten greedy. Every single month of Q3 had a giant capitulatory sell event with statistical outliers selling and huge volume coming into the mid 50s, and they got absorbed every time. And we
Mhm.
start off the most bullish quarter for crypto historically being Q4 with a nice dip, and they just keep wanting a lower, man. And you know what I've realized? These
Mm.
guys will never be bidders, man. They will never bid no matter what. They will never actually bid. That's the annoying part about it. Is they're just here to comment and trash talk, and it's not even speculation, man. Like, they're just not real market participants. Like, they don't have an interest in actually allocating.
No.
They're just throwing out random numbers now.
They
They
just
get
wanna
their
Euro
level, they don't
scalp
take it.
and
I'll
yeah,
I'll bid I'll bid 50K. We get 49K. No, 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 44K now. Like, you're not here to play. You're
no,
here to
they're
draw
not.
these goofy little squiggles and these goofy little lines, and, like, you just won't you're not here to play.
No, they just wanna Euro scalp and get clout on the timeline for being short every once in a while. That's about it.
That's it.
That's just not how you make money. When the chart looks like this, imagine Euro scalping the 1 hour, up and to the right, turn off your brain. We just marked out every October, right? You know, but, what does that say? I just smashed the like button, let's go.
Study the like button, guys. Let's go.
I like these fibs, though. I do like these fibs, man.
They're signaling that.
Yeah,
Golden
like,
Pocket Boys in shambles again.
every time, every single time. Like,
Here to help.
yeah, we're just here to help, man. Like, every time you had interaction with this 786 near your all-time highs, you send at minimum, right? This was a sticky spot, but at minimum to your 1618. Exactly at the 1618. Where's our 1618 now? 175K. You know, what are we talking about?
Yeah,
But
it's beautiful.
we can get into some more stuff though. But Bitcoin, the path for Bitcoin is very clear. But
Let's check on Michael Saylor. MSTR up 3% today. Oh, bearish chart. Clearly a bearish chart. The
oh
the
man,
irony in all of this, man, is Saylor's actually gonna be like the richest man in the world in like a year.
I know,
It's gonna be really funny.
I know. This is bullish. Like, how do you think this breaks? This looks solid. This would be like Bitcoin at like 69K, by the way. Like, where was the dip? You know, like if this were the Bitcoin chart, you'd be like down here. Boomer strength.
And by the
Wow.
way, this is a bit anecdotal, but also we could measure it out if we wanted to do it. I've noticed that MSTR will sometimes lead spot Bitcoin just a little bit.
Interesting. Should we do that?
Yeah. Might need to move it to a different pane though.
Yeah, I do.
Get
New
your Fu
pane.
Manchu off the screen.
It's always on there, Max. It's always on there.
I know.
All right, let's mark out some bottoms. That was pretty spot on. Wait. What is this chart now? Regular. Okay. Should we do line? No, we need the wicks, don't we? I mean, it's pretty good, I guess. Let's. MSTR set a higher high, right? Where Bitcoin set a lower high right here. And then it went straight down. The lows match up pretty well. I mean, it's pretty 1-for-1, but the strength is, let's go regular. The strength is important to recognize here, I think, right?
Yeah.
Look at Bitcoin versus MSTR. I wonder if there's signal in that. Let's get rid of this. MSTR over Bitcoin.
I've said this for a long time. MSTR low key is a better hold than just spot Bitcoin. Unless you care about self-custody, then it's not. But just for trading.
I mean, this chart looks like it's going higher. Right. Yeah. I wonder if this is. We probably should put Bitcoin back up here. See if there's any signal. I mean, damn, MSTR outperformed a lot on that move up.
Yeah, of course, it's levered Bitcoin.
So yeah, I would assume if this breaks higher, which it looks like it wants to, you're probably going to get Bitcoin to break higher. Like if it's levered Bitcoin and Bitcoin's dropping right here, this candle should not be green. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. That's decent signal. What is like Bito doing? Yeah, that's a tough chart to read.
Wait, what is this?
Maybe that's that was the top in 21. What's the BlackRock one?
Go to like BITB.
Bitwise.
Study the gap fill.
Yeah. All the way.
I mean, bro, that's a
That
bullish
gap
chart.
fill.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, I just think as long as you're like above here, you're looking good.
Oh, that dude with the funny accents back in our comments, man.
Who? Oh, Chimp.
He's got that funny accent.
Wait, what did we call the stream? Is the Q4 low set already?
It was a question, chimp. Study the question mark.
Yeah, come on, Chimp. Study grammar.
Study grammar.
You guys invented this. Yeah. All right, should we look at some shit coins?
Of course.
Of course.
Let's look at ETH for a second. All right. Let's look
Yeah,
at ETH for a second.
ETH needs to be observed.
Okay, actually, I'm gonna steal this from you. Okay,
You
I
got
want to
an
talk
ETH
about
chart?
ETH for a second. I want to talk about ETH for a second. Okay. Okay. I know an accumulation after Jeet. I've been here before. I've traded this before. Okay. We're basically doing something like this down here, where you nuke, set your low, set your range high. We didn't sweep this low. Look, didn't sweep it. Everybody wanted it. Took out the range high, aggressive sell into demand, right? And then we're off to the races. How about this one? Last October was right in here. Range low. This one we actually did take out the low. Then we took out the high, right? Take this out again. And this was October, by the way, right here. October. Verticality will be studied. So I look at this chart right here and I go, I know what this is. This is one of these, we just cheated. Aggressive sell-off. Didn't sweep the low, range high, swept the high. Everybody wanted the sweep. It didn't come. And this is demand right here. Make this blue. Here's your demand zone. It's really simple. Like, I really think we're going to do something like this. It will never be perfect, right? But I know these bottoms. I know what these bottoms look like. Something like this. Here, I don't even need the full thing. Let me just do this. It's like this. Because all of this right in here, within your bottom accumulation range, this led to this pump up. Then you retest demand, and then you move up. We've seen this before, right? We've seen this before. And again, you can't go down here. Therefore, you won't. Like, you simply can't go down here, right? You can't re-enter your bear market range high. It's not allowed. It's illegal to do that. Because all of this price action down here, all of this was accumulation, led to a big expansion up. And then you retest the breakout spot. You're going to do this, and you're going to rip. You can't come back lower. Like, there's not a scenario in which you can remain bullish if we drop into here. Can't happen. It simply cannot happen. You can't go lower. You can't do this again. You cannot do this. So I know everybody's like, "Oh, I need to go lower." You can't go down here and be bullish.
No.
It's simply not allowed. Like, you don't get to do this again and then go up, because you're toasted at that point. You're toasted. You're back underneath your range high from your bear market reaccumulation. This is a textbook retest of the level that you needed. All you can do is this. You need to pop back above here. Therefore, you will. You need to hold, and you will. And again, I look at this, and I go, you're retesting demand. That's it. You're doing one of these. I don't know what you see, Tucker. I'll pass it to you.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's more clear on higher time frames even, but like I guess that's your local level, but don't show that again. Remove. Okay. even know what these lines are. Weekly, you can see it pretty well, right? Same idea. I like the level that it tapped, but I like this level too, right? That's kind of your last area, right? Like I think as long as you're above that green box, you're good. You're good. I mean, this would literally be horrendous, and I don't think that would happen, but
And we talked about how that we've seen those lows get left. Like all the traders want the equal lows to be swept, right?
Mhm.
All the
Yeah.
traders.
It looks even better on the monthly, right? Look at that. That is a tap of support and a bounce. You just can't you just can't have October monthly like retrace a bunch of this, which I don't think you will, right? We showed why, but
Can you flip the chart for me?
yeah, it looks even better. I mean, that's weak. That thing's rolling over. There's a fly in here. That thing is rolling over, like you got this. Get off the magnet, you know. I just know that's how Jackus would draw that thing. Yeah, that thing looks weak.
Look at this comment, man. Look at this comment.
Huge short coming today. Imagine shorting at 61, man. What? If you're not short from like 66, what are you talking about? You know? What are you talking about? 61.8? Are we trying to pump? Are we trying to pump right now?
I mean,
Kinda.
we we nuked right off of the open for the week. And we nuked right off of the Q4 open, which is of course the October monthly open. Right back into demand.
Yeah. I mean, the weekly chart, I don't know about ETH, but yeah, same thing. Basically no price action above the open. Like I would not feel comfortable being short right here. Especially on Bitcoin. Especially. But yeah, you're carving out a higher low here. Let me just, you know, you're carving out one of these low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher high, higher low. That's how I think October is gonna play. But yeah, market structure shift. Hmm.
Let's look at like others or total 3.
Oh, wow. What is that? Oh boy. Boy, oh boy. Yeah. Now, there is something to note that because, like, obviously that's the S&P fractal, right? But on total 3 you already and the fractal's not on here, but on total 3, right, you already did it. Okay, you already did let me put the magnet on. I mean, you already retested your breakout, you know, which is what the S&P did, right? I'll just put it down here. Damn it.
Damn it.
It's okay. It's okay. We're gonna make it look nice. Okay, there's your retest, your breakout, SPX, right? There it is. SPX retested the breakout up only, correct, and up only again, right?
But what
Others
about one
has a
more sweep
little
of the
ways to
lows?
go. Yeah, imagine. I mean, I remember actually. I don't even have to imagine the low sweep wars. Like, oh, we'll sweep this low. Got it. Got it. Got it. Right. We'll sweep this low. Nope. 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 That's just your change in trend right there. the trend changes when you stop sweeping lows, right?
But one more sweep, bro.
But one more sweep. So the question is, Max, like, are we gonna go based on others, which has already technically completed that correction? Or are we gonna or total three, or we're gonna go based on others, which has not yet? You
I think
know?
I would probably go off of given what others' dominance looks like, I would be looking at others because
Mhm.
our whole kind of working thesis is on others' dominance putting in a bottom and moving up here. And I think others' dominance looks completely bottomed. Like I don't think others' dominance goes below. I think it was like 9% where it bottomed. Others. Others D. There we go.
There we go.
Others' dominance to me looks like it put in a high
Oh,
time frame
man.
bottom here, high or low.
Yeah. I will say, even though it's like this and it doesn't quite look like that V move, it looks more like this move, right? The
Yeah.
bleed down into, I mean, look at that. Look what it did back then. That's an insane move that it put in. I mean, that's 750% over 182 days. What do you know? What do you know?
What a
182
coincidence.
days.
What a
We
coincidence.
we know the date on that. We know the date on that. That's April. So, man.
Here, I actually have a chart for this. I think we went over this yesterday,
Yeah.
but this is I mean,
It
this
looks
is
way more like that 2016 bottom, honestly.
I don't know what these new colors are on TradingView, but I mean, look at what we're doing here with others' dominance. This is why I was saying, like, I think we need to look at others and altcoins for signal because this is supposed to be alt season that's coming up right here,
Mhm.
right? Bitcoin down below, others up top, and it's doing the same structure that it does every single cycle, right? Bitcoin puts in a bear market bottom. Here's your 3 bear market bottoms. And then you get a little bit of a bleed into your global low for others' dominance right here. Little bit of a bleed for others' dominance, meaning that altcoins are losing market share to majors. Same thing every time. You put in your high time frame low. Then you get mini alt season. We got mini alt season earlier this year. You've got it every cycle. Then you pull back into your high time frame higher low. Look at that green dots, high time frame higher low. And that happens right as Bitcoin is kind of flirting with all-time high but isn't quite there yet. And then you get alt season, right? Then Bitcoin goes into price discovery and others dominance basically just goes crazy for like a year. And again, what this chart means up here is think of it as a pie chart, right? So right now it's at 10%. If we did just put in our high time frame higher low, Bitcoin should go into price discovery, but Bitcoin and ETH and all your majors should be losing market share to altcoins, which means if Bitcoin is going up into price discovery, it's underperforming your altcoins. All your shit coins are going up more than Bitcoin and ETH and BNB and Sol and XRP, all that, right? But we're doing the same pattern that we've done every single cycle. It's the same thing. So it's like just going into Q4 seasonally, it's like I don't understand I can't fade this chart, man. I simply can't fade the chart. It's the same pattern every single time. Here's the
And
data.
every run up on others is a double top, right? Or the last two, you know? So for you, given where we are now, because this is something I've been playing with in my head, like, is it worth trading that drop and double top or no? You know, like, is it? It probably is, right? It probably because those are not small moves down from the top, right? But um, at any rate, your low is set way higher than we would be right now, right? So at the end of the day, it's probably not worth it, but that's a lot of drawdown to eat. So, you see what I'm talking about?
Say that again.
You see the double like every time others rips, it's a double top type
Yeah,
of move.
so you get
Yeah.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, something like this. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I'm saying, do you think it's worth trading that?
Depending on when it happens, I accidentally deleted Bitcoin. Let me put it back up here. So, all right. I didn't mean to delete this. I think depending on when it happens, maybe. I don't know when it's going to happen exactly. But I mean, look, last cycle it would have made a lot of sense. 2 cycles ago it wouldn't have, right? Look at this. I wouldn't have traded that last cycle. I wouldn't have traded that. This cycle, or this past cycle, I probably would have, right? Because after this others dominance top right in here, that was like April, May of 2021. You had a big drop. Like altcoins, like total 3 dropped like 40 or 50% last cycle
Mhm.
after the first others dominance peak. That's worth trading. This one, probably not. Bitcoin was at like 3K. It went to 20K. Uh, It's just hard to know what you're going to get, right? I'm more inclined to think that we're going to get some sort of 2016 through 2017 style parabola when Bitcoin finally breaks up from here. But I would just say like referring but let's skip over this chart now, right? Let's move over to
I
let's
I
move
mean, I guess,
over.
do you think it would be maybe not going to cash, right? But trading that dominance chart, do you think it'd be worth going back into Bitcoin with altcoin gains for the dip?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I actually think that would probably be the strategy. Like I don't think I would be ready to exit the market,
Yeah.
but looking at this chart right here, which is all of our Bitcoin cycles, I would be looking at this chart going, all right, for one, we're perfectly on track, right? This is beautiful.
Mhm.
But if we it depends how quickly we ascend up from here. Like if we start flying and we're like tracking the purple cycle, so last cycle, and Bitcoin is like way up in here, then I would probably be inclined to like take some more profits early 2025
Mhm.
Q1. If we're kind of lagging, or even if we're just kind of perfectly splitting the difference, I'm just holding, right? But what I'm going to be super acutely aware of this time around is, are we out in front of our skis like here? Because as you can see, when we get way out in front of our skis compared to the previous 2 cycles, you get that mean reversion. You end up where you're supposed to be. And now we're, tightly compressed with the previous 2 cycles. It's a great spot to be. So if we're like up here, hell yeah, I'm out of the market. I'm
Mhm.
out. If we're down here, no. I'm just riding this thing, man. I'm riding this thing until, April, May at least.
No, yeah, I guess I mean when you get to that Q1, Q2 next year, right, and others'
Yeah.
dominance has spiked a ton. Bitcoin's right at your black line right there.
Yeah.
You rotate cash or Bitcoin from others.
Yeah, I don't love the cash strategy. I'd probably go
Yeah,
Bitcoin. I'd
yeah.
probably take some profits into Bitcoin. Like, if you take some alt profits into cash temporarily, wait for Bitcoin to dip 15 or 20% and then shove Bitcoin, that feels like a really conservative strategy with altcoin gains, depending on how
Mhm.
crazy it is, right?
Yeah.
And here we can even do this. So let's go back to others' dominance. So here's our others' dominance chart. And I'll put Bitcoin back up on the bottom again. I keep deleting it. I've had to do
It's
this so
gotta be
many times.
TradingView. It's gotta be.
Uh, I hope they're working on it, whatever it is. So let me just put this back up real quick. All right. All right. Almost ready.
Right there.
We can redraw all the green dots. Hang on. Because I want to pull up the other chart too, the
Mhm.
Bitcoin chart, Bitcoin cycles chart, and we'll just speculate on what that could be. All right. So let's see if I can fit this all on one screen here. This is going to be a lot,
Mhm.
but
There
we
you
can
go.
do it. Okay. That looks pretty good. And then this chart is going to be this one. Make that a line. Oof, that's a lot of
A
information on there.
lot of data right there.
That's a lot of data.
Slide that left chart to the left a little bit, you know what I mean? Yeah. Mhm.
So this is a lot to look at, guys, but Bitcoin cycles are on the right, and then others dominance with Bitcoin is on the left. Question is like, all right, if we just keep ripping up from here, like what would have happened, right, in the previous two cycles? Well, looking at the 2016, 2017 cycle, the blue one, that was over here. I wouldn't have necessarily wanted to take, huge profits right here like that. This is too much to look at. I can't get this on one screen. This is just
A lot. It's a
it's
lot.
too much. It's
I think
too
you
much.
need to put others is others dominance exactly the same as the others chart, basically? Like, is that the top in others when others dominance tops? Because that's really all we need.
So let's mark out these tops. So the first others dominance top
Ooh, see, that's what I'm talking about. That's the
right
problem.
here.
Yeah.
Second top
Yeah.
is actually like right here.
Mhm.
Last cycle. And then it did the same thing kind of
Wow.
again here.
So that last spike on others dominance is the complacency shoulder every time.
Yep. Honestly, bro, I'm probably taking some big profits on the first one
For sure, you got to.
because this is in log mode as well.
Mhm.
If I put this in linear mode, like, do you really
My
want to hold
god.
through that?
No. What does that
Hell
drop?
no.
What does that drop?
That drop is a dagger, is what that is. I mean, that thing is 70%,
70?
and
Yeah.
you went back up, but it's like, you don't wanna do that to yourself.
No.
Yeah. You don't wanna do that. And then the previous cycle, but see,
What
here's the thing about the previous cycle, right? I don't think it'll be as crazy as the previous one, but this was a big drop too. This was 62%. And granted, you went way, way up. If you had fully exited the market here, you would have been in shambles missing this.
Yes,
So
exactly.
I think it maybe is just it's a combination of a couple things, right? Actually, this is how we need to do this. So here's others up top. We need to now put Bitcoin down below this one. All right, we need to put Bitcoin below the others chart. So here's Bitcoin down below. Here's your first others dominance top. You need to be out between the first and the second. That's what I'm getting from this. Is between
Mhm.
the first and the second, you need to get out of the market, right? So maybe you could hold through the first with, partial size and then start just like wherever it doesn't even you don't even need to look at levels, right? So you can let's just say others dominance goes like this and you get a huge run up, now through mid 2025. You should be shaving like up in this region, like above 15%. Start shaving your altcoins when others dominance is above 15%, something like that. Keep a bag, maybe rotate some profits into Bitcoin. And then when it jeets like this, you probably buy altcoins on this dip with some of your profits from up here. And then just whenever it starts moving back up, you don't just immediately start selling. Like whenever this curls back up, just start shaving your altcoins again for that second pop. And then it's over.
Mhm.
So I think that's probably the move is take some profits on the first spike, even if you're early, and then just shove the others dominance drop and then be quick to shave, you know.
Man. Yeah, I think we overcomplicated it a little bit by looking at so much, but that's real, you know.
Okay, wait, let
What
me
you
see
just
here.
said. He wants fibs,
He's
100x
gonna get it.
on others' dominance. I'm gonna put some on others while you do that.
Oh baby.
How we
Yeah.
looking?
We're looking good, bro. Here, I think we needed to do this.
Oh man. Hmm.
I assume this is what you're talking about, 100x GK. Are you talking about this? This has got to be what you're talking about. Yeah. All right. Wow, that's pretty nice. I mean, that's interesting.
What? Let's see. What is it? 2618?
Yeah.
What is that? 27?
21, 22.
21, 22. Okay, okay, okay. So that 1618 was what, the first top in 2017, basically?
More or less. Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, look, man, when you get up into here, like just start
Yeah.
taking some profits slowly. And then buy the dip wherever it bottoms out, and then hopefully you get the 2.618.
At least in both the dips and both previous cycles, right, came back to basically retest your blue dot. Look at that.
But here's the thing about it, okay, is on that second Bitcoin on the second others dominance top, Bitcoin had already topped. Like, look at the others dominance top at the 2.618. Bitcoin had already rolled over. It's the green line.
Yeah, you need just the straight up others chart, honestly.
Like, what you need to do is you need to I mean, bro, like, you wanna sell the first peak, honestly. You wanna take some profits and then buy the others dominance drop and then ride it up and be quick to take profits, within, like, a few months.
Yeah.
That's the move.
Mm. I will say this others chart, just the straight up others, looks way more like 2016 than it does. Yeah, let me show you this real quick. It looks way more like 2016 than it does last cycle, because
Yeah, it does, I
last
see that.
cycle, yeah, you ripped and then dipped. In 2021, you were just grinding up
Yeah,
the whole time, right? Which we have not done.
yeah,
Like, we had a pretty nasty little correction. So if anything, I think this cycle is going to be more like that, which is like, do you want to sell this to buy this? It's like, yeah, that's not a small move. This isn't log, right? Like, that's a 60% move. So,
yeah,
but on the chart, it looks not huge. But I think we're setting up for that 100%.
yeah, I agree. Dude, I think it's really gonna be as simple as just sitting on your hands until April 1st, and then just start a 30-day DCA out of the market all the way through April and May, and
Hmm.
then buy the July dip, and then sell, like, September, October, November.
Yeah, because let me put yours back on. The dip, when is that? Like, well,
The
one of them
first
was
one?
no, the orange line, basically,
This
right? Like,
right here is May.
yeah, so that's May, and then but the purple cycle, it was what, June?
It started earlier, right? But here's the thing, altcoins were going up during this time. I mean, they all dropped here, but yeah, I mean, if you had just
You
sold the
still
first week
have
of April,
do you still have this chart that you made with others?
of course,
Let's see that,
unless
because that's
TradingView
really,
cheated me.
that's
But
really what we're talking about. Oh yeah, that's it right there.
I'm happy we did this the other day.
I know. My God, mean reversion imminent. We are literally
Imminent.
tracking that blue cycle way more than the purple, for sure.
What I love about these cycle comparison charts is this, how they sync up and get really tight before expansion. And then
Mhm,
look at how tight these two cycles went even into the first top right here. Like they mirror each other perfectly, right? They just are so tight together.
mhm.
Mean reversion. Watch, we're gonna do this. We're gonna like right around the election, like sync up with them, and then just do this. This will be green, like this. That's what it will look like. Mean reversion imminent.
Yeah. And then for others specifically, you just sell the Bitcoin conference and that's it. That's all you need. You sell
Yeah,
the Bitcoin conference and then you set like a 60-day TWAP or something. And then you nuke everything in Q4.
it's this simple. Sell between April and May. Sell in here. So wherever it dips to, you scoop. See ya.
Mhm. When are those final tops, right? Because obviously they're after Bitcoin.
Yeah, those happened after Bitcoin. So
Like, when are those on the chart, though?
November to December.
Hmm. That makes sense because I'm pretty sure Bitcoin's topping out in October next year. So Bitcoin distributes, alts rip, nuke it all.
It's
Yeah,
beautiful. It's so beautiful.
it really is.
I mean, bro, even if like let's just say hypothetically we didn't sync up and we just went like this and we just kind of spent the whole time doing this. And obviously we'll move further away and whatever.
Mhm.
Others is at 214 billion. This would be 1.2, 1.3 trillion.
Holy shit.
You don't even need to sync up, man.
What is that, a 5x?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On others, which is your index. Our altcoins are going up way more than that. Stuff we're in
Yeah.
is going to be up 50 or
Yeah.
100x.
Easy.
Yeah. But we could also sync up and just rip. Because if we sync up and we rip, then you're talking about others going up to, 3 to 5 trillion, right? So we'll see. Actually, I mean, maybe it would be lower, right? So, I mean, even like 2 trillion. But like if we sync up, we could be by end of Q1, if we're perfectly synced up with the previous 2 cycles, we could be at 2 trillion. So for me, it just kind of doesn't matter. I'm just like, I know I'm bullish here. I know I'm so
Mhm.
bullish here. Wait, boys, are we pumping? Tucker, throw a
Oh,
Bitcoin.
boys. We are. Sorry,
Boys,
I was just looking at the
pull it
flow
up.
chart. Yeah.
Pull it up. Pull it up. Pull it
Low
up.
amount others. Yeah, we need to pull up Bitcoin immediately.
Boys,
Go back down to the 15-second.
did you fall for the war FUD? Boys. Oh man.
Wow. This is really funny to do also. Let's mark out the New York Open.
I am bullish with my boys. That's all I've
Yeah.
ever wanted.
There's the New York Open. The New York Open G rip. See ya. Wow.
Man.
Wow. Study
Draw the
hard.
October monthly open for me, Tucker. Let's mark that out. We need to mark that out.
Yeah, we do. Let's mark that out.
Dude, imagine shorting into demand.
That was the monthly open. So let's drop it back down. That's the
study
monthly
the
open.
study the bear trap, bro. Study shorting below the October monthly open.
Oh man. Yeah. Anybody who shorted, this is what I was saying on the show and on Discord, and people were like, "Oh, big short coming." I'm like, I would be horrified to be short down here.
Wait, where is
Horrified.
his comment? I'm scrolling back. Where is his
Yeah,
comment?
big short incoming. I'm
Where
like,
is
I'm
his comment?
sorry. If you weren't short from up here, but you were short down here, what are you doing? Like, that's simply not how you trade.
Man, there's so many comments. This is gonna be so hard to find.
Study the little double bottom, higher low. Absolute beauty. Absolute beauty, guys. Where did it bounce from too? I mean, where's my monthly levels? Where's my monthly levels? Is it the index? Oh, I need my boom. Monthly levels. Oh man. We mapped these out at the beginning of the show. Exactly where we needed to bounce, guys. This is the first thing that I showed. Wait, what does that say? These guys are still way too bullish. Huge short incoming today. Wow.
How's that working out?
Sorry to clown the comment section, but it has to be done sometimes, guys. It has to be. I mean, the precision, guys. I don't know what to say. Like, this is exactly what we told you an hour ago. Man. Hourly chart EMAs. Let's get back above. Let's pop back above them. We look good right now, though. Let's go lower. Yeah. Curl it. Curl it up. I mean, as long as locally, right? As long as you're above, like, right here. I like it. Are we about to close a 4 hour or something? No, we're not. 6 hour. Yeah, we're just gonna close a 1 hour and 50 minutes. Looking good, guys. Looking good.
All we
This
need is to just hold that green box if we pull
Yeah,
back. That's
that
it.
was that was a big level to clear. We just
That was a
can't
big level.
this cannot turn into a wick, this whole body. This needs to close up above here. Anywhere above 62. Just close this thing above 62 in the next hour. We're good.
Edmund Dodo is back, bro. He's back in the comments,
Is he?
wreaking havoc.
Had to come back. I knew you guys would get excited. I will always get excited over a 1% move, brother. Okay. How could you not? Study believing in something.
It's the thing about bears. They lack belief.
They do. I clipped this for later. Well, I guess we clipped you earlier, so it's fine. That's fair.
I mean, you don't need to clip it. We publish literally everything we've ever done for like 3 years. You can find it all on the channel, you know.
Yep. Everything.
You can't clip what's already being clipped, bro. I have guys that I pay salaries full time to clip,
To clip. Solely to clip. So,
solely to clip.
yeah.
I'm clipping already, and I'm unloading clips into the bid side of the order book right now.
Oh, man. Louis is on the buttons, by the way, Max.
Is he? Are you
Yeah.
getting emails?
Yeah, Louis is on the buttons.
Wow. Oh, look at this comment, man. What is this?
Wow, I wonder who said that yesterday in the comment section of I
Yeah, they
promise
lack belief, man. They lack belief in something greater. That's a
they
problem.
can't believe in something. They just can't find it within themselves to believe in something. So,
No.
you know, it's not that far of a stretch.
Uh,
Okay, here's a good one. I love that the comment section is like this. I get frothy.
but imagine waiting for 57.
Yeah, why would you wait? Like,
Seems risky.
oh,
You
after
know what
every
happened? Go ahead.
go ahead, go ahead, go
No,
ahead.
no, you go. You go.
After all the data you guys were just presented for an hour straight, can you imagine waiting for 5% lower on Bitcoin? Like, oh man, I can't wrap my head around it. This is why people don't make it right here. Study the comment section. This is why people don't make it when Bitcoin does the same thing every 4 years. It's unbelievable.
Do you know
It's
how many
never
people right here were waiting for the full fill of the CME gap down at 9,600?
Yeah.
I was trading during this time. I remember everybody waffling about this little gap being like,
Mhm.
"Oh, it was right here, man. It was right here. Oh yeah, I think we're gonna come back for the full fill, CME gap, partially mitigated, but we usually always fulfill. I just can't, this looks heavy because, look, we retested this supply up here, and I wouldn't be surprised, if we retrace down in here, then I'll be bullish, and then look at what happened. Look at what happened. Stuck sideline. That's not even ripping on you, but just being like, if you're literally just like, I'm giga bulled up at 57, that's dangerous to not be positioned right now. I'm not sure you're saying that.
That's not what he's saying. He's saying he's not sideline. He's just saying he said, "Don't be arrogant and say study when I'm telling you what is most likely going to happen, not what will happen." All right. Well, most likely is clearly subjective and relative, right? Because that's what you believe. So that's fine. That's fine.
So why is that most likely though? So let's draw your level then. Is it like you want
He
this
wants a
low?
double bottom. Yeah, he wants a double bottom.
57 would be below here. You want that?
Mhm.
That's what you want. In weekly order block, but I mean, I don't know. Like, could it happen? I guess. Do I care? No. This is all I care about. Like, I would give you that if it came down to it. You can have it. That's fine. You want 57? Take it. Like, that's fine. That works with my bias, right? All I want to see is just uptrend.
Mhm.
That's it. But I don't know if I even agree that based off structure, that's the most likely because this right here, this is like mega giga demand. Like this region, could we come down into here? Yeah, I'd be like 58, 59, right? Like you kind of lose structure down at that level. I don't know if I agree with you. That to me feels like
Yeah, you're right on the edge of losing structure, right? Like that's cutting it pretty close in my opinion. Like
like
it'd have to be 58.5, 59K if you're gonna do a move like that. Like I don't think 57 flat is, you know.
like here's what it comes down to, man, is like all of the okay, so this was a big move right here, right? Like this was a nice big move, big bullish pop out of this region. All of that originated from what was going on right here. So this is demand. So you pop up and then you retest demand. Like I don't think you can just like ignore this and then somehow like lose this demand. I don't know if the structure is alluding that that is the most likely outcome because this is your demand that you need to hold. Because I feel like low key, if you lose that demand, if you lose this demand, then you probably come down to this demand right here, which is actually lower than you expect. Then you're talking 55. This is nothing right here. This is garbage. You either hold this demand where this recent pop up originated, you retest it, and then you continue higher. And you have your low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Or if you jeet here, I don't really see this being like, oh yeah, now we're good. Like I think it would be right here, and then you're probably good. So I feel like it's either like around here, and you can maybe if you want to go, dip into sub 60s, that's okay if you needed that. Or you're just going to mid 50s and you hold this low and then you move up. I wouldn't agree that the structure is indicating that that's the most obvious level. Just because I feel like you would just go down to this demand then.
Mhm.
Me personally, that's how I view it.
Okay. You're saying 60/40.
I
Fair
just can't
enough.
be sidelined. I just no matter what, I just can't be sidelined here. I just
Yeah. What about this question for you, Max?
bro. It is an unbelievable time to scale into Andy.
Max probably bought Andy on this stream, guys.
Can neither confirm nor deny.
I'd be shocked if he didn't.
I mean, this chart is just ready. And this is the best part, so we've talked about this. What causes Andy to move the way that it does? It's ETH. Look at what caused the last huge markup for Andy. Right here. ETH marks up, Andy goes up 800%. Look at this. When ETH gaps up, Andy went up 847%. Just like this. ETH wait, that's not the one I wanted. We're gonna do this. ETH went up 30. So ETH goes up 30, Andy goes up 847. Recently from this low, ETH went up 27. Andy went up 290, give or take, right? Nobody's ready for bull market conditions when ETH goes up like 100% from here. You know, this is showing you the relationship where, I mean, look at how much Andy just recently moved when ETH barely moved off that low. You see that? ETH went up 27%. Andy went up almost 300. If ETH goes up into here, Andy's going up here. That's how this chart works. And then, you know, you want to talk numbers, right? I mean, what about ETH up here at 7,500, right? Price discovery. What about that? I mean, that's genuinely what you're staring down the barrel of is, okay, what do I think ETH is going to do? If I'm bullish on ETH, then I'm so bullish on Andy. Look at the chart and then look at this, right? It works both ways. Andy over here went down 75%. Look what ETH did. ETH went down 40. It's the same chart. You're just trading leveraged ETH. You should feel so insulated looking at this chart right now. The fact that Andy's at 140 mil while ETH is sitting down here, literally still in the dumps at 2464. How about ETH goes back to, you know, 4K, 5K? Andy will be over $1 billion. That's how this chart works. It's a pair. And then look at this. Look at this. Look at the Andy ETH chart. Does it get much more beautiful than this? High time frame demand for Andy versus ETH. So if this chart moves up, Andy's a better hold than ETH. If it moves down, ETH's a better hold than Andy because you use ETH to buy Andy. High time frame demand, mega demand. Kept holding, finally break out. And now look at the level that we're flipping right now. Like, look at this. That is beautiful. Tucker, please look at this chart. Andy ETH.
Oh man, yeah, that's a nice little SR flip. What is that? The July high? Yeah, but see, Andy and Wolf are kind of leagues ahead of a lot of other altcoins because other altcoins are just now getting above their August highs, while these are already above their July highs, which is a big difference.
Yeah.
Like you saw what moved first, now they're consolidating. What do you think happens when we leg up again?
All you need to do is swap your ETH into Andy to play this chart. That's what this chart is showing you.
Yeah.
Does this chart look like it's going up or down? That's it. That's literally it. Let's look at Wolf ETH. Oh my gosh. Look at Wolf ETH, bro.
Consolidating above all-time highs.
Look at Wolf ETH, bro. Oh my gosh.
Look at that breakout.
Look at that thing.
I know.
Like, that is just a beautiful chart.
have to show a chart in a minute. That's just unbelievable.
You're about to show a chart.
Yeah, it's unreal.
Like Wolf ETH is about to do this, guys. This is literally what this chart's going to look like. It's just going to do this. Like this is what Wolf ETH is doing right here. It's going to be beautiful. Andy Pepe looks good too.
Does it? Let me see.
Here, I need to change this actually. Did I have this in log or was this? No, I had it in linear. Mega demand. Wolf Pepe. Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, man. Boys Club for the win. Dude, Brett holding right where it needs to as well.
Yeah, it is.
Look at that. Ranging, holding demand.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Brett's literally just, I mean, bottoms in, like free trade here in my view. Literally free trade. All it's waiting for is ETH, right? I showed this yesterday. I'll show it again. ETH down below. ETH marks up. Look at what happened to Brett. It's the same thing as Andy. ETH marks up. Brett goes up. ETH about to mark up, in my view. Brett's about to go up. It's really simple. Are you showing a chart, Tucker?
Yeah, let me yeah. Steady.
Wow.
What dip? What dip? I mean, this is a 130 mil coin right now. This is not a small little micro cap anymore. I will say that this probably needs to be observed. Okay. Okay. Probably needs to be observed, but linear, local fib, that's a pullback to bid, right? That you're probably getting. I mean, you could even come down. I mean, this has happened. This whole move has happened while Bitcoin was literally nuking. So yeah, I think there's some opportunity over there on Solana as well, but this is one we got in. I mean, Dorito was buying this thing down here. I was buying it like right here. But this is a nice little move. Oh my God. Jim Jenkins.
Jim. Man, Jim, thank you so much, bro. Thank you, Jim. What a good guy, man. Jim's in the Discord too. Jim's a beast. Thank you, Jim.
Keeping the lights on, man. Keeping the lights on.
Ask not what BB can do for you, but what you can do for BB. Thank you, Jim.
Mm-hmm. Max, what do you think of this, though? I know you're not much of a soul guy, but
Oh, Jeet Chain?
yeah, G-Chain.
I mean, talk about a concrete base underneath price, you know. I mean, that's I mean,
Yeah.
that is demand, bro. That is accumulation. So I'm not obviously going to chase it, but Objectively, that's a bullish chart, right?
Mm-hmm. Let's wait till I put it in log.
Yeah.
400 mil.
Yeah.
It's juicy, but just wanted to throw that one up since we usually stay on ETH for the most part. But
Yeah, it looks good.
oh yeah, Brett does look good, man. Right where it needs to.
Brett's looking like it's ready. You know, it's gonna require ETH, right? Like we've talked about, but
Mm-hmm.
it looks good.
Yeah. Let's get off log. Yeah.
I think there's pretty limited downside with Brett from here.
I agree. Yeah.
You know what else there's very limited downside in, objectively speaking?
The like button.
There's very limited downside with signing up for some of our premium offerings, guys. Do me a solid, guys. Before you go and before we wrap it up, guys, check out the links in the description below. You can check out the BB terminal, which is out right now. It's pretty awesome. Here's a little kind of slideshow of what you could expect. Spaghetti charts, heat maps, Agar, trade execution coming very soon, high time frame DCA indicators. Additionally, you can join our Discord where we do 3 hours a day of private live voice calls with me, Tucker, and the entire BB team. We do Q&A, and basically you open a line of communication with us 24/7 to talk charts, price, setups, all that kind of fun stuff. Here's Jackus doing some TA. Here's a little video, stuff like that. But it's really great, guys. It's important in this market to surround yourself with like-minded individuals that are on top of this market. It's simply too big to navigate alone, and we want to be that group for you guys. Here's all the options down at the bottom just for BB Terminal and Telegram, guys, which is going to be your Swiss Army knife of products. Everything that you could ever need or want to navigate these markets. $97 a month while we are still in beta. You can pay with fiat or with crypto, guys. Check out the colorful buttons. Absolutely top tier product. It's getting better every single day. Next, BB Terminal plus Telegram plus the Discord. Guys, 2 different options here. 3 hours a day of private live voice calls with this top tier package. Okay. This is for people that really want to take trading and investing in this bull market seriously, right? Don't think of it as like, oh, it's $350 a month. You will see exactly why we charge what we charge and why it's worth it and why people love it. You will love it. 3 hours a day, twice a day, one at the New York Open, one at the New York Close, everything meticulously documented. We record everything to a private archives channel. We got positional updates, trade updates, alerts, literally everything. And it's a really great hive mind. The guys in there take it very seriously. So check this out, guys. Support BB and mainly support your trading journey. It is absolutely fantastic. If that is not for you guys, check out the BB Academy. We got a couple free courses and we got one that is paid that shows you all of our tips, tricks, secrets to navigating these markets that we have successfully compiled and used cumulatively for decades in these markets, guys. It's taught by Tucker, Tommy, me, Jackus, and Will. It's absolutely epic. Check that out. And if you like my charts today and you want to learn how I make my trading view charts look beautiful, here's a free course that I made for you guys as well, just to get you started on trading view. And last but not least, guys, if you're like, hey, these guys are awesome. I love these guys. I want to trade shit coins with them, but I don't have the time to do it. Well, guess what? We can now legally do it for you. We spent over 6 months actually forming our own hedge fund, BB Wealth Management. We are an SEC registered hedge fund. We are raising money. It's been going very, very well so far. A lot of you, for some of you guys in the comments, you set up meetings and we've actually taken in quite a bit of money. So if you want us to actually trade for you, check out the link in the description below to the BB Wealth Management Twitter. You can fill out a contact form and set up a meeting with us, guys. We'd be happy to discuss all of our strategies and our operations and how we make it happen. So, again, if you want to trade for yourself, join the Discord or give yourself the tools to successfully navigate these markets by checking out the BB terminal, which is out now. Link below. If you want us to do it for you, set up a call with us. We can talk about managing your money through BB Wealth Management, guys. We'd be happy to do that as well. But join us somewhere, guys. Thanks so much for being here. Greatly appreciate it. Again, thank you in the comments here. I see people talking about the BB Discord. They love it. You guys will love it too. Give it a try. Give it a try. I don't know, Tucker, do you want to Want to run like a code or something? Should we do anything?
For what? For which one?
I don't know. I feel like we should do something, man. Like we should
Hmm.
do something. We got people here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't want to do it. He
I
doesn't
mean,
want
I
to do it.
don't wanna do I mean, you guys should sign up right now regardless of what it is, 'cause, yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it. But we could maybe do some.
Can maybe do a quick little code, maybe a little something.
I mean, look, there's still a bunch of 10% off lifetime codes floating around out there. There's a ton, okay?
What if I did something like this? What if I just threw this up on the screen right now?
Hmm. Oh, you already made a code, didn't you, Max?
Let me see. I think I got one for you. I
Yeah,
think I got one for you.
I bet you do.
Yeah. Boom.
Okay, alright.
25 off if you want it. There you go.
Of what? Of what? Of what?
I don't know. Try it out. It's up there.
Just experiment. Any product.
Just try it out. It should work.
Alright, guys.
25 off.
There
Guys,
you
25
go.
off. You need to do this quickly before Tucker deletes the code.
Oh, yeah, you're right, I could go delete it, can't
No,
I?
don't delete it. Keep it up.
Can you imagine if I just yeeted the code?
Get in before Tucker yeets the code, man. Try it out, guys. Mitigate your risk. You're like, oh, I don't know. I don't really like paying for stuff. I like getting stuff for free. There's a difference between paid products and free products, guys. That's the thing. You will notice the difference. If you love Market Check, imagine what our paid stuff is like. Imagine. Imagine if you love Market Check and you're like, damn, that free stuff is unbelievable. You're not ready for the paid stuff. And you can get 25% off.
Wait, have there already been 8, or is this an old code you recycled? Or are
Um,
people aping right now?
no, that was an old code.
That's an old one, that's an
I
old
think
one.
it's one that Ed made a while ago.
Yeah, just recycling codes.
I mean, guys, I don't know what we're waiting for here. It's literally
Jim doesn't think I should let you get away with it.
But yeah, guys, for real, like it's important to invest in the right people. It's important to invest in the right people and the right products. And if you're in the Discord, right? One, you're gonna love it. We've had a lot of signups recently. Some of you guys are in the comments. They love it. You get the BB terminal included in your Discord membership, and you can get all of it for 25% off. Try it out.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? It's great. But it really is important to surround yourself with the right people. And if we're not the right people for you, that's okay. You can go hang out in Euro scalp discords. That's fine. They'd be happy to give you Euro scalps. No problem. They'd be happy to take your money and you can Euro scalp. But if you want to hang out with the American Patriots,
Mm.
we're your company. We take it very seriously. Like here's the thing too is a lot of these discords, they like to do it's more like signals,
Mhm.
they'll like drop a few charts here and there and things like that. With us, it's like a conference. It's like a giant conference call twice a day. Like we meet and privately discuss the markets for 3 hours per day, every single day, you know? It's like it's different. It's different. And we spent hundreds of thousands of dollars investing in it, building it out, building the terminal, stuff like that. So it's just different, it's a different kind of product, right? It's not your typical product. So yeah, aping the subscription is crazy. It's true, man. It's true. But yeah, 25 off if you would like to try it out.
Let's see if they're aping, I wanna
We got
see.
some apes, bro. We got people aping.
We
Yeah, we
got
got a
some
few
apes.
apes. We got a few apes, man. That's
Okay,
the thing too, man, is I'm just gonna leave the code up until someone takes it down. So all right, guys. Thanks so much for being here. I hope you'll consider trying the Discord or the BB terminal, guys. We really put a lot of work into both of them. And again, I really think you're going to see the value in it, especially as we get later into this cycle. Nobody takes it as seriously as we do. Nobody cares as much as we do. And Tucker will tell you, I'm a perfectionist. Everything is dialed in how it should be. Um, it's a really good time. It will improve your trading. It will improve your investing. It will make you feel more confident through good, through bad, through boring, all that. So we want to build lasting relationships and be there for you guys through the rest of the cycle and hopefully the next cycle, right? But anyways, guys, thanks so much for being here. If you just joined, I will see you guys in the Discord. But anyways, thanks so much for being here. Please like and subscribe, and we will see you guys next time. Take care.